Okay, so in this video, we're going to learn how to create a value scale using the stippling method. And you want to have this value scale almost the same exact size and maybe even under or next to the previous value scales that you have made so you can match the value. So you want to use a thin tip marker or Sharpie, anything that's thin. And the amount of dots that you have in each section is going to create the different values. And if you'll notice, my marker is being lifted straight up, just like you practiced doing the stippling method before. And it is very sporadic dots. You are not drawing the dots in. So do not draw circles. Do not make them all line up. The amount of white spaces that are in each box is what creates that value. So if you cover up those white spaces, it looks a lot darker. So as you get closer to the darker values, you might even go back and add more dots because you might not be satisfied with the amount of dots that are in each box because the value is not dark enough. So make sure that you lift your marker or your Sharpie straight up and down. There shouldn't be any tails, and it's okay if the dots touch. So if they touch, it creates an overlap, and that overlap covers up the amount of white spaces that are in the box. So that's where you get your darker values from. So the lack of white paper is where you get the values from. So as I'm working on this black value that's supposed to be the darkest, I'm going to go back and redo some of these darker values in between because I don't feel like it's dark enough. So go back and fix what you need to. You can always add more dots, but you can't take them away.